Ouch! Oh, shit. Ouch. Oh, it hurts. Ouch. Ouch. Ugh. Oh, fucking Christ. Yeah! This microphone is falling apart. What the fuck is this shit? Jordan Wright. Hey, my man. What's up, bruh? Okay, this microphone is not agreeing with me. Pikachu, get your shit together, Pikachu. God damn it, Pikachu. Stay there. Is the microphone on again? Microphone is fucking up. I'm fine. I was going to say, if anyone has any funny Mike Z, this Mike Z stuff is going on. So if you guys want to try to make me laugh on stream, by all means, send me some funny Mike Z stuff and we'll see if you guys can make me laugh. That's going to be your goal for today. I only simp for Clayton. What's up? Oh. So see if you guys can make me laugh about all this crap. I can't believe how many... I've lost almost 200 people on YouTube in the past week and a half. Pretty crazy. This agenda to cancel people is crazy. Anyway. Let me post a link to this on Twitter. Let me post a link. Huh? Guilty Gear, Street Fighter 2, Francis, and I think that's enough, right? Excuse me. Just let the simping for Pikachu. Oh, wait, where am I? Jordan Wright just chilling. I only sent for Clayton. Great video earlier. My dude had my sides going. Yeah, I really laughed at that. What was it? That is it Toothless? What is his name? Toothless or some bullshit? Toothless? Is it Toothless or Sharptooth or some bullshit? Let's get some Mega Man music. I want to see funny pictures from you guys too. Toothless, right? Great video earlier, my dude. How was going? I'm legally not allowed to be given money. Well, it surprised me that he's a simp. What'd you do to be canceled? People were mad that I said that I like black girls because I like big lips. So they tried to say that means I'm fetishizing black women and I don't respect them. And they also got mad that I said that I like black girls and I didn't say that I like black women. And I was like, wow, dude. I was like, that's really your agenda here? Put on a Mega Man 2 song. Let me look. Where are we? I gotta find my music folder. I just put in Mega Man. Mega Man 2. Where's my Mega Man 2 folder? What's a good Mega Man 2 song? White Bubble. have a pretty good Mega Man 2 song, but let me read the comments before I think about Mega Man 2 songs to put on. Simping for Clayton's laugh, yeah. Simping for Plushy Pikachu. Toothless, you have a Discord? No, I don't have a Discord now. Mega Man 2 Wily. I'm trying to look for Mega Man 2, the Wily song in my stuff. I've not seen it right now. I got to read the comments. She doesn't know what she's doing. Yes, she does. I do like Black Girls, right? What do you think of Mega Man X Corrupted music? Right now it's just okay. I mean, it sounds like serviceable, but that's almost not fair because if you think about Mega Man and Mega Man X, it has some of the best music in the history of video games, right? So maybe that's not really fair if you think about that, right? Because it's like, well, that's some big shoes to fill, right? Because Mega Man and Mega Man X have some of the best music ever created. So, but I mean, it sounds fine, but actually that's the biggest thing that I worry about that game is I haven't heard enough songs that I want to like hum while listening to it. I haven't heard like a lot of humming kind of music. I haven't heard any super catchy songs while listening to it. And I don't know how the adventure aspect of the game is going to be in terms of how you find capsules for the armor and everything like that. I want to see how that works because there hasn't been a lot of showing like, adventure kind of stuff, right? I don't know. I think you're talking about the Wily 2 song, but I'm not exactly sure where the Wily 2 song is. I have a pretty good mix of it. Oh, wait. What is this? See, I'm not a big fan of that. That one's just that. It's okay, but it's kind of played out to me. What about the acapella version? I didn't play Battle Network. Hell no. Final Fantasy X and 7 have the best OST. I think X is better than 7. 7 is just okay. 7 is just okay. But 10 is good. Do a touch of death in real life. Not a fan of Battle Network at all. Battle Network got me into Mega Man. Well, he's got the fucking symbol. He's got the face, right? He's got the fucking avatar of it. Yeah, the best part of the X game is your first time finding the capsules. Yeah, so I want to see what the adventure aspect is like in the games because the game looks cool. Like I said, actually, hell, I would play Mega Man X Corrupted on stream. You know what I mean? You guys could watch me play Mega Man X Corrupted on stream if it ever comes out. But yeah, I want to see how the adventure aspect in the game works because that's some of the funnest stuff. Finding stuff, but he hasn't shown much of that, so I don't know how that exactly is going to work. Clayton, you should do a cosplay of Tidus. Yeah, I've thought of doing like a Tidus cosplay before. For sure. Have you ever witnessed people abusing their power and abusing their role in the FGC to try to get with someone sexually? I don't know about abusing someone's power to get with someone sexually. What are some like sex stories I have in FGC? We were in a hotel room once, and Arturo Sabin came over to visit. And we're like, damn, Arturo's been in our shower or been in our bathroom for a long time. And he came out with a girl, and I guess they were fucking in our bathroom before. Does that count as a sex story? So he abused his power. He abused his power that we knew him, and he came into our hotel room, and he fucked his girlfriend at the time in our bathroom. That was an abuse of power, I would say. I don't really know a lot of sex stories from when I was in the community. What's up, Vocal or Vocal Junior 10? The only other kind of funny sex story I mean, you're looking for a bad story. I don't know if I can think of any bad story per se, but a funny story was there was one tournament we were at, and Kenji's girlfriend got really turned on when she saw Kenji win, which just goes to show you that, if a girl thinks that you have value in something, she'll want to fuck you. So Kenji's girlfriend saw Kenji win this match, right? Kenji's girlfriend saw Kenji win this match, and then Kenji was like, oh, shit. And so then Kenji's girlfriend got really horny at the tournament, so then Kenji ran to the hotel. He put down whatever it was, $100 for the night, or he was only going to be there for an hour or something. He took his $100, whatever it was, and then he had sex with the girl in the hotel room, and then he left. And then he went back to Triforce, and he tried to get some money from Triforce, and Triforce was like, I'm not giving you more money. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, there's more to the story besides that, but that was pretty funny. But, yeah, there's a story for you. But in terms of like drama that you're looking for, in terms of that, people abusing their power, I can't really think of any drama stories in terms of that. Like I remember, man, what would even be a sex story? I don't have too much. I think all the sex stories that I know were consensual. I'm not sure if I know of any drama sex stories like that. I'll have to really think. You'd have to refresh me. Like, name me some players that you heard have done something, and I'd have to think of it. I mean, you got to remember, I was only in the community for a few years. I quit pretty quick because I got sick really early on, so it's hard to say exactly. Have you ever met Justin Wong? Me and him have never talked, but we played a couple times. Like I said, the story of me and Justin Wong. I played him in CVS2 right before he was considered really good in CVS2. So I played him in CVS2 when he was already considered famous in Marvel, and he was just becoming known as good as in CVS2. But I beat him in CVS2. I'm sure, like I said, this isn't to talk shit about him. I'm sure he would destroy me. He'd probably double perfect me, whatever, in Marvel. But so we played in CVS2 right when he was becoming known as being good in the game. But he was more famous from Marvel at the time, of course. And the only other game we played once in King of Fighters. And we played in King of Fighters 2001. And I OCV'd him with Jump CD Ryo, who, if you don't know, in King of Fighters 2001, Ryo's Jump CD in that game is basically the Sagat Duck Fierce. And I don't think he had ever seen it. And I totally scrubbed him out. I don't think he knew about it because I remember Flash G was at the side of us watching, and Flash G just gave me this fucking look. He's like, did this motherfucker really just do a jump CD the whole match and OCV'd you? And it was just like, I just don't think he knew that the move was fucking stupid in the game. But other than that, no, me and Justin Wong have never played. Those were the only 2 times that we played. So I never played him like in Marvel or anything like that. I never played him in something like that. And I don't think we've ever really talked or anything like that. So, no, we haven't even talked about Mike Z. I'm trying to have people send me funny pictures or of his weird conversations, I guess, if people want to try to make me laugh, I guess. But yeah, so no, I don't really. So obviously, me and Justin Wong are probably similar ages, I would think. I think maybe I'm a little bit younger. I'm not sure. But he was definitely becoming. I know I was playing games before I had heard of him, and then he started becoming up in the community around the time a little bit after, I think, because I'm not sure. I was playing games pretty early on, pretty young, like I said. Yeah. He said a lot of really cringy stuff, I guess, and people are giving him a lot of shit about it. A lot of it's a lot of it was so cringy that it's hard to even read. You can look it up. It was pretty funny. Yeah, it was really cringy. But like I said, if you guys have some funny stuff that I haven't seen, you guys can try to make me laugh on this stream. Like I said, I've actually met Mike Z a couple times back in the day, and I never had a problem with him before, but I didn't know that he talked like that. So I was pretty surprised. But you never know, I guess, about somebody. I didn't know that. I had no idea that he talked like that. Actually, Mike Z is a. I didn't know he talked like that. It was pretty. I actually felt bad for Mike Z. I didn't feel bad for the girl. I felt bad for Mike Z reading that. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, dude, that's pretty bad, right? But yeah. What's up, dude? What's up, Simon? Yeah, basically spurred out or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty cringy. He definitely seemed like a very simple man. He seemed like a simple man. Very. It was bad. It was bad, dude. But I think it's pretty weird though. Here's the thing. I've said this before. I am morally against dudes talking shit about other dudes trying to fuck girls, because I think now I'm not defending him for how cringy he was, but morally I am not okay with somebody making fun of someone for being thirsty. So in terms of being thirsty, I think it's fucked up if people are making fun of him for being thirsty, because everyone gets thirsty sometimes. But I understand that he was creepy. I mean, I understand that, but morally, I will not talk shit about someone for trying to fuck a girl, especially when the girl messaged him at first. Like, very well, maybe the girl's messaging him being like, oh, hey, this guy makes a game. I wonder if he's cool. And then it's just kind of like, oh, shit. I mean, I get people message me weird shit all the time. So I refuse to talk shit about someone being thirsty. Now, in terms of him being cringy, I will agree that, but the act of being thirsty, I don't think people should make fun of other people, because girls get thirsty, guys get thirsty, happens to everybody. So, like I said, I won't make fun of him for that, but he went full potato though. Like, he was a little too thirsty, I'd say. Honestly, Mike Z was super cringe in them DMs, but they're coming down on him pretty hard for this. Yes, I agree. I think the I can't breathe stuff was worse. The I can't breathe stuff was worse than that. Just Mike Z's role playing was the worst part, and the part about humans with penises. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna talk shit about him for being thirsty, but what he said was hard to read. It was very cringy and very stupid, right? But I think it's pretty weird. So obviously he looked really stupid, right? He looked like a full potato. He went full potato. He looked like a big simp. But then you saw other people simping in this girl's comments. I'm sure this girl has hundreds of she has like 700,000 people. So I'm sure that there's tons of dudes jacking off to that girl in the first place. I'm sure there's some dude with some fantasy in his mind thinking that he is white knighting for her, and that one day he's going to get the jizz on her titties. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not for like the pot calling the kettle black. You know what I mean? I don't know if everyone would say that penis comment that he said, and he said a lot of stupid shit, but some of these other dudes are just as thirsty. So I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with hypocriticalness, like I said. The man was thinking with his dick. Let's be real. Actually, I don't even know if he was thinking with his dick. It was bad. It was bad and really cringy, right? I mean, it sounded like he was just trying to be a white knight. He went like full white knight. He was like blinding white light. A blinding white knight. That's how ridiculous it looked. I looked like he was trying to be so PC. It just was ridiculous. But then he was like, but at the end of the day, the girl has her titties out. She's got those titties out. She messaged him about hentai or BDSM, Yuri stuff, whatever. So it's kind of like, kind of setting yourself up, bro. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to talk shit about someone for being thirsty, because that's hypocritical. I've been thirsty before. Not to that level, but, everyone gets thirsty sometimes. So The act of being thirsty, I don't think people should give him a hard time about. But the stuff he said was cringy. Like I said, I don't feel bad for her. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him writing that. Just like, God damn, dude. Fuck, you really want them titties? Damn. Man. He went for the Hail Mary, dude. He went for the Hail Mary, dude. Where am I? Hey, guys, what's up? How does one know if they're a simp or not? I think it depends on the level you go. Depends on how far you go. Man, I know people like that, but the only type that way, I can't. Yeah, like I said, I've met Mike Z before. I had no idea he typed like that. That's kind of weird. I didn't know that he typed like that, so that's some weird shit. Let's get a different Mega Man song. Wait, is this the vocal version or not vocal version? I don't want the vocal version. Okay. Where are we? Yeah, I mean, the weird thing about her looking for attention is she already has like 700,000 people. So why would she do that? It's pretty much impossible for me to fathom that that's the worst message she's ever gotten. All right, it's amazing to me that that's the worst message she got. Like I said, you know what the thing is though, dude? Again, when it comes to boy-girl stuff, I'll take anything with a grain of salt because I grew up very unpopular. You know, I went from girls, you know, telling me how ugly I was in front of everybody in class to, man, I was extremely shocked. Like when I started becoming quotation marks cool, man, I was very shocked at the things that girls would say to me. I remember being at a party once when I started becoming cool. I remember the girl's friend came up to me. So I'm over here just doing my own thing at a party. You know, I had just started becoming cool, right? You know, I went from girls telling me I'm ugly, rocks were thrown at my face, to all of a sudden this one girl comes up to me and she's like, hey, you know what, my friend wants to know if you want to get breakfast tomorrow because she wants to sit on your face. And I was just sitting there. I was like, damn. I was like, girls talk like that? I was like, fuck. That just girl came straight up to me, said that. And I was like, well, fuck me, damn. I was like shocked, right? I was like, damn, I was naive. I didn't realize that girls could say that kind of stuff. I was young and stupid. Actually, I had a really funny message from a girl once. I wish I would have saved this message. This girl once messaged me. This is talking about equality. This girl messaged me once, and she's like, you know what? I just want to tell you, you're the kind of guy that every girl wants to be under at least once. But she's like, you know what, Clayton, though? I just don't get the feeling that you could rape me whenever you want to. And it kind of turns me off. And I was like, damn. I was like, fuck, dude, shit. Well, fuck me. You know what I mean? So anything boy-girl wise, I take with a grain of salt because I know the kind of shit the girls say to me, right? So I'm not easily impressed. Where are we? Honestly, he most likely needs help with his social skills. Yeah, well, that's pretty bad. If anything, they were both weird in the DMs. Mike C was weird, but this is just a big gang canceling in full effect. I agree. Yeah, his biggest crime in the situation was being a spurg. Yeah, it was hard to read. I was thinking about trying to read it on the video, but I was like, I don't think I could read this. I don't think I could get through it with a straight face. Oh yeah, there's definitely total white knights kind of stuff. I mean, her titties are out. Half her shit is just her titties out. Now, I'm not saying just because your titties out means you're a slut, but I mean, if you got them titties out and you're messaging someone, thanks for your BDSM kind of stuff, well, fuck. Can you blame him? I mean, you can blame him for how cringy he was, but I don't think you can blame him for taking a shot. Well, I guess technically, now I'm going to say this as PC as possible because I actually don't like talking how people look. She's not my kind of thing. Okay, she's not my kind of thing, but I'm going to say that as PC as possible because I don't like talking about how people look because I think it's potentially kind of fucked up. Not my kind of thing, but I don't think you can be mad at him for taking a shot. She has her titties out. She's like, oh, you like the BDSM kind of thing? She's like, oh, man. And he's like, well, fuck. well, fuck, I'm going to take a shot. You miss every shot you don't take. Mike Z is like, well, fuck, dude. I'm about to get in. I'm going to try. And Mike Z is like, maybe he didn't know what the fuck to do. He's like, God damn, look at them titties. He got confused. He's like, holy shit. Oh, shit, man. What do I fucking say? Shit. He's like, God damn. He did the toothless face. He's like, oh, shit. You know, and the thing is, you never know, too. Like, say, here's a girl recently. I've been talking to this one girl recently. I think there was a vibe that we both thought each other was attractive, but it was not like a sexual conversation, right? It was still pretty mundane. It was still pretty friendly, right? And she knows that I like the daddy thing and everything like that, but she never responded in a way that I thought was flirty. Well, we had been talking for months. Then you want to know what though, dude? Boom. I found out that she likes the teacher role play. Oh my God, all the conversations are totally sexual now. The conversations were not sexual whatsoever before. Just a friendly thing. You know what I mean? So, you know, boy-girl stuff can change so ridiculously fast, right? You just never know. So you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, I guess, right? Where are we? People are calling him a sexual predator. Yeah, so I don't know every Mike Z story, but from that story, dude, I don't know. Some people were posting some really funny shit. Like I said, you can post some of his funny quotes in here. Try to make me laugh. Like I said, they're bad. Like the one thing, someone posted a quote of him like, don't be afraid of me because I'll be the one in the kitchen. And it's like, God damn, is Mike Z going to wear a diaper too? Maybe he's into that shit. I don't know, dude. But again, just him being thirsty, I will not get mad at. Where are we? So no one going to donate to the Pikachu. Yes, I do have the Patreon, the PayPal, whatever. And I can tell you that all my videos, again, have been flagged. So don't worry. I'm not making any money off of this Bunny Ayumi. I had to remember her name. All my videos got flagged again. So I'm not making any money. You know, so yes, PayPal, Super Chat, Patreon if you want to. Anyway, where are we? Mike was lost in the sauce that he wrote. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, it was cringy for sure. But you know what? Like I said, I think the I can't breathe stuff was worse. The I can't breathe stuff was worse, I think. You cannot spend a single dollar and still be a simp. If you believe all women and believe every allegation from women that thou do, yes, I agree with that. The entire conversation between them felt like two middle schoolers. Like I said, I had no idea that Mike Z typed like that. I was surprised, right? He dived in and he drowned, yeah. So you got a legit hentai artist to draw her, dude, did you? If a girl talks about sexual things with me, I'm probably going to take a shot. But I mean, I'd be more subtle than Mikey Mike. Yeah, it was bad. Attraction and dating are inherently discriminatory. Everyone has their taste, laughing out loud. Don't trust anyone who uses... Yeah, it was so much like, I'll do a couple faces. Like, I do the winky face. I'm guilty of the winky face. All winky face. Like I said, I'm not acting like I'm super cool. I'll winky face sometimes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But man, he was... Jesus Christ. It was like, it almost seemed like it wasn't real. Like I said, I don't know what the human penis thing was. It was almost kind of like he was just trying to seem like I'm not threatening. Like, hey, I understand humans can have penises, but I'm not threatening. I'm in the kitchen. Put me in a diaper, spank me, mommy. I don't know whatever the fuck he's into. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like I said, I refuse. Just the act of being thirsty, I will not grill him about. You know what I mean? Where are we? Kai Kiske, putting Pikachu through med school. I appreciate it. Thanks, dude. Thank you very much for the $10. I'll probably get $5 from YouTube. Will probably give me $5 of it, but I will still take it. Thank you. Well, no one's going to send me these Mike Z things, so do I have to find them myself? No one has any funny quotes for me to read? You motherfuckers. Late stream, huh? I just thought if people can try to make me laugh, send me funny Mike Z things. Try to make me laugh on stream. That's your goal. Can you make me laugh? Can you make me laugh from a Mike Z quote? I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can beat what I've already read. Like I said, here's this one thing that people are putting. Hi, a few things to start off with. Yes, I did add you because you're a female gamer. 'Tis an awesome thing to see. Ugh. 'Tis an awesome thing to see. Oh my god. What the is this even real? Don't be intimidated. I'm not a stereotypical guy. If anything, I'll be the one in the kitchen. Is that really him? Is that really him or is this someone else? I don't know if that's really I don't know. I'm trying to believe some of these are not really him. I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is real. Milky, milky, warm, and tasty. Okay, tell me. Oh my god. I don't think this is real. Is this a real one? Milk. My eyes are closed. I don't want to look at it. Okay, time out. I think it's funnier saying it. Milky. Okay. Whew. I'm trying to get through it, dude. Okay. I'm going to get through it. Whew, I'm sweating. I don't think I can get through it. Okay. Milky, milky. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. Okay. I'm going to bite my lips. Milky, milky, warm and tasty. Okay, tears are coming out of time. Okay, time out. It's not real. Okay, it's not real. I don't think it's real, dude. I don't know if you can see the tears, dude. I'm tearing up, dude. I'm like crying right now. I don't think it's real. Okay. I don't think it's real. Oh boy. Look at the tears, dude. Can you see my hands are like wet? I'm wiping the tears. I don't think it's real. Okay. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna get through this, dude. I can't get through the first sentence. Okay. Holy fuck, dude. Okay. Whew, I'm like sweating. Milky, milky, warm and tasty. Mommy, mommy, please be hasty. Okay. Fucking Christ. Okay. Milky, milky, warm and tasty. Mommy, please be hasty. Oh, refreshing drink from mommy's udders. Okay, I want mommy's and no. Okay. Refreshing drinks from mommy's udders. I want mommy's and no udders. This isn't real. This isn't real, dude. I don't believe this. I know all the lies that people make up about me. I don't think this is real anymore, dude. I don't think it's real anymore. I want mommy's and no others. Give it now. Give me milky lazy sound. Until you do, I'll scream, I'll shout, I'll cry, I'll whine, and stop about. Is this real? Is this a real one, please? Is this a real one? I'm okay. I gotta stop. I refuse to take a nappy. That took a long time to get through. How long did that take to get through? I don't think that one was real. Oh man, damn. Whew. I was reading Mike Z's tweet or whatever. It took me about 10 minutes to get through. I don't think it's real. I know how much people make up lies about me. I don't think that one's real. So do we have another quote for me to read? Yeah, so I'm sure you get messages from humans with penises asking that kind of stuff regularly. So if you prefer, how about I acknowledge the brain inside the lady? See, that's not funny. That just makes me like, ugh. Fuck, man. Excuse me. Wow, dude. You guys got some other stuff? I don't think I'm gonna laugh like that one. I don't think that one was real. I don't think that one was real. He might have been jesting. That one might have been just him trying to be funny. He might have just been trying to be funny with that one. That one might have been fake, I think. I don't know if that one was real. I'm sorry. I don't know if that one was real. I don't know, dude. Wow, that was funny. Took me a while to get through, but we're done. You guys aren't going to make me laugh like that again. Where else are we? Okay, man. Where are we? Oh, man, I missed so much from laughing. Humans with penises, late stream, huh? Good evening, Chad. Hey, Clayton, how you doing? What's up, dude? Nat Quam, I saw funny stuff on Kappa. What did you see on Kappa? I don't know about quotes. I'm pretty weak on those. Is that the Xbox mod? I don't think that's him. I'm sure some Fedora tipper would say some shit like that. Can you link the PayPal or whatever it is, the other things you have available? Yeah, sure. Wait a second. Wow, damn. That was pretty funny. So the other shit is that was quite funny. Where are we? Wow, that was funny, dude. Jesus Christ. Ha 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 ha. BDSM Yuri, though. Yeah. Like I said, that shit was fucked. That shit was stupid. I'm sure some Fedora tipper would say, yeah. Okay, damn Clayton Zion. Yeah, I think I just laughed. Why? I did cry. So there you go. I cried. That took me like 10 minutes to get through that. We'll have to, unfortunately, I don't know if that clip. I'm entertained. 3 minutes of so how long ago was this? Man, that's 3 minutes. I think it's been like 10 minutes it took me to get through that. Clayton, what are you reading? I was reading that one of Mike Z quotes. Apparently, I don't know if it was real. I think it was fake. I think it was fake. I think it was so funny it was fake. What Mike Z said reminds me exactly of Guy Online. I was there. I remember I was a little weirdo. Everyone was typing cringe stuff to get nudes. Grew up way past it though. The rise of Eugene. The rise of Eugene. What does the rise of Eugene mean? Do we have any other funny quotes? What is this? Hello, human of the opposite gender. Your mammal nutrient. Your mammal nutrient containers erect my male human being. This isn't. I don't remember Mike Z being that like that when I was younger. He's changed. Something must have happened to him. These aren't real. I can't believe that all these are real. Where are we? Looks to my feet shyly and then to you. You're pretty smart for a girl. You know that, right? Oh, yeah, okay, good. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Man, that was funny. So do we have anything else, though? Or is that it? I don't think you guys are going to make me laugh like that again, dude. Oh, Eugene. Eugene is derogatory for fedora tipper. Okay. This is advanced simping now. Oh, boy. So is that it then? Oh boy, man. Wow. That was pretty funny. I feel like all this shit is just fake as fuck and people are hive minding on Twitter. Well, I don't know if some of those quotes, I don't know if that one quote that made me laugh was real. I don't know if that one was real. But I just thought, like I said, I don't feel bad for the girl. I felt bad for Mike Z. I felt bad for Mike Z reading that. I don't feel bad for that girl. I don't believe that girl has 700,000 followers, and that's the worst message she's ever gotten. Dude, okay, how about this? We'll turn this into a different stream. You want to hear some funny stories that I used to get sent? I'm going to tell you some funny stories that I used to get sent. Okay? Here's a funny story. It's actually sad, but I get more messages from gay dudes. Oh, man, dude. I swear, what a life. I swear I've seen more male butthole than anyone ever needs to see in their life, dude. I've gotten so many messages of a dude sending me their fucking butthole, asking me, Clayton, are you sure you're not gay? Here's my butthole. Those are real messages. I do get messages like that, but here's actually a pretty funny story. So there used to be this one dude, and he's from some South American country. And he was messaging me something like, he's like, hey, and he's like, humans with buttholes. Yeah, there you go. And he was messaging me something like, he's like, how did you accept that you were gay? And he messaged me. And I'm like, I don't know what you mean, because I'm not gay. And he's like, oh, no, I just saw your blonde hair, blue eyes, and you were half naked, so I assume you must be comfortable with being gay. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gay. And he's like, oh, well, you just look like a gay little angel boy, and I love you. And I'm like reading this message, and I'm like, a gay little angel boy. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude, right? So anyway, the dude, he's like, well, you see, in my country, it's very bad to be gay. So I'm trying to find someone who is gay and will help me accept myself. And I'm like, well, dude, and I'm like, I feel bad for you that your like culture won't accept that you're gay. So I guess if you ever need someone to talk to, You can talk to me, right? And he's like, oh, well, thank you very much. And so he's always telling me that he wants to find someone to be gay with, but he has to be careful about being gay because his culture doesn't like gay people. So eventually he had been telling me that at work, he had been trying to get his boss to be gay with him, right? You know, he's always trying to say, I'm trying to get this guy. I'm trying to see what it's like to have sex with another man, right? Anyway, so eventually he's like, Clayton, my boss agreed to go to the beach with me tomorrow. I'm so excited. And I'm like, that sounds pretty gay. So I guess that's pretty good for you, right? He's like, yes, it's very good for me. Anyway, so basically after the weekend, he messages me. And he's like, Clayton, I have to tell you something, my gay little angel boy. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I'm like, well, what happened with you and your boss? And he's like, so my boss took me to the beach and he took me to the shower and he told me, I'm not gay, but I will fuck you right now. Anyway. And so I was like, yes, please. I want it. Right. Anyway. So basically he told me, Clayton, long story short, right after we did it, I ran to church and I prayed that I will never be gay again. And he's like, Clayton, I had no idea that being gay was so painful. And he said something, he's like, Clayton, you will always be my gay little angel boy, but I can never be gay. And he's like, I was like, damn. I was like, he's like, Clayton, you have no idea how bad it hurts. He's like, I will go to church every day for the rest of my life now to pray that God will never make me be gay again. And I don't know. That's a pretty funny story this dude told me once. But yeah, that's a true story. What's like another weird kind of story, right? Anyway, have you heard about our Lord and Savior BDS Jim Jordan? You know, I'm not even really into girl butt sex. I'm not like a dude that I've never been a dude that like really watched a lot of like butt sex porno. It's never really been like a thing for me, you know? I mean, I like a big butt, but I've never been, you know, it's not like a thing, you know, I've never had like a thing for anal per se. Where are we? I ain't gays no more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I do know what that is. Yeah. I thought I've read that guy is gay again. I know the thing you're talking about actually. Isn't there a thing that the guy is gay again or some bullshit like that? Anyway, where are we? Yeah, that's it. The people in the FGC are not interesting enough to want to care about their so-called drama, at least in my opinion, just because I'm laughing. Yeah, no, that's a funny story because he used to always call me his gay little angel boy. And he was always trying to tell me, he's like, I'm trying to find someone to be gay with me. And he's like, finally, my boss said he would have sex with me. So he brought me to the beach. He had butt sex with me. He's like, Clayton, the first thing I did is I went to church and I prayed that I will never be gay again. He's like, I cannot believe how bad it hurt. And I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, I'm not gay, so I don't know, but sounds like that sucks, right? But there we go. Man, what would be some other weird messages I've got from people? Losing my voice. Man, I don't know. I feel like I've told a lot of weird stories before on stream. I've definitely, man, some of the stories are kind of creepy and not funny. So I don't want to tell like creepy stories. You know what I mean? Like some stories are just kind of weird, like people that have like mental problems kind of thing. Like, man, I've got some really fucking weird messages from people, but they're like creepy and not necessarily funny. Like, you know, like that story had a funny ending to it, but I wonder if I have any funny stories besides that one. My day is I'm having a lot of trouble working out again. My body's hurting really bad, and I've been having trouble using my hands again for a while now. That's basically what my day is going on. I think I might try to go make an appointment tomorrow, call my doctor or something, because my body's hurting pretty bad. I don't know if I pulled something or what I did. What would another weird? What's a funny story? I could tell you like I said, I have so many fucking weird, creepy stories, but I don't like telling creepy stories because it's not fun and it feels like negative, right? Like at least the Mike Z thing, I do admit the Mike Z thing was pretty creepy, but some of the messages were kind of funny too, right? So at least I could kind of laugh about it, you know? But Excuse me. Excuse me. I got the burps. Damn, I can't believe how many people I've been losing on YouTube. People are really mad about this shit I posted. I tried posting links, but they didn't show up. What do you mean? What happened to Mike Z? Mike Z, a girl kind of trolled Mike Z, kind of baited him. And then Mike Z apparently, I didn't realize that Mike Z posts really cringy stuff. And Mike Z's flirting game is not very good. Mike Z's flirting game is very bad. Mike Z has negative game almost, it would seem. We already read one of the messages on here. I cried. The message that made me cry, I think I'm not sure if it's real. It was so bad I started crying. We can't be sure. I can't be sure. That message, you know what? I know people make fake shit of me, so that one message, I don't know if it's real because it's just that bad. It is just that bad. I want to believe that one message isn't real. Wow, that was bad. How are you holding up in America's healthcare system? Well, fuck, America, period, I feel like is just really, America is a very dangerous place, I feel like, right now. You know what? I'm not afraid of just the police. I'm afraid of the protesters as well, because the fucking protesters are fucking crazy themselves. So I'm afraid of both parties. I tried posting links, but they didn't show up. Yeah, so I'm not sure the links should show up. I don't know. I don't have anything turned off that they wouldn't, or I don't know how that works, but Mike Z stuff. I'm trying to give Mike Z some tips, bruh. Feel bad. I don't know what's going on in gaming in general. It just seems so fucked up. Imagine being so bad at flirting that it literally destroys your public image. Yeah, I've always said my advice for girls is sounds terrible, but like I said, if a girl gives you a chance to fuck her, basically, you should take it, because people are very fickle. So girl can like you 1 minute and want to fuck you 1 minute. Next minute she won't want to fuck you. Then she'll want to fuck you again. So my opinion on getting girls is if they ever give you a chance, take it, because they could very, very well come up with an excuse that they don't like you anymore at the drop of a hat. And then supposedly the next time you see them, even though they hate you, then they'll want to get you with you again. So people are very fickle in general. So that's one of my biggest advices in terms of getting with girls. Take the shots that you're given. Even if it seems weird, culture says don't have sex with a girl right when you meet her, some bullshit. Well, you might not get that second chance. So who knows? Where are we? This country's fucked, man. How do you think Gogeta should be buffed? Oh boy, I've already made a video about that. Too many things. Yeah, I lost so many chances as a teenager. I don't even try to online pick up stuff, only in real life. Well, man, yeah, I mean, I feel like nowadays, I don't know how. The thing is, online pickup is basically everything. Is basically a fucking Snapchat is a basically dating thing. Instagram can be a dating thing. You know what I mean? You can use all these regular shit as dating app, basically. I'm trying not to get me too. I will say for sure, if you when you like message, girls online and everything, Snapchat is very dangerous since, Snapchat deletes everything. Man, there's definitely times that I've been like, man, I mean, Jesus Christ, it fucking sounds stupid. I've had to save pictures of ham beasts sending me shit because I've had girls before that I've turned them down and they tried to say that I was getting with them, right? So I was like, are you kidding me, dude? No. You know what I mean? So it is dangerous as well, things like Snapchat, because it deletes messages. So sometimes you got to remember to save messages because, a girl will try to do some bullshit. Like I said, I cannot believe, man, ugh, God. Some girls, like, Jesus Christ, is like, I don't want to save this naked picture, but fuck. Just in case someone tries to do some shit. Because I most definitely have had girls that I didn't even think much of it. I just turned them down, and then I heard they were trying to say that I was trying to get with them. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Give me a fucking break, dude. Sorensen, what's up, dude? You missed me. You missed most of the funny stuff from earlier. I don't think I'm gonna laugh again like earlier, right? This country is going through the Metal Gear Solid 2 ending. Soon it will be the Deus Ex Machina. You think America is really racist? Asking you because you seem to not mind being honest. Not mind. That made it seem being terrible. Generally, no. I don't think America is racist per se. No. I think it depends on the person and the area. Some areas are potentially more racist than others. But I don't consider America generally racist. People are racist, not necessarily, everyone else, but some areas are worse than others. You know what I mean? I know there's definitely like a stereotype in America that, Southern countries are Southern, you got that kind of stereotypical hillbilly. The stereotypical Southern hillbilly is potentially more racist, but I don't consider America racist per se. But I would say I don't think it's safe to come to America to a lot of places right now if you're in another country. I do not think America would be a place that I would want to travel to right now. You know what I mean? Because the agenda and everyone is just so fake right now. People are looking for a reason to fight. Like, I don't know if you saw that one video, like there's propaganda on both sides. There's bad cops and there's bad protesters, right? So you got cops that are legitimately doing fucked up things, but then you have protesters that are legitimately fucked up stuff. Like, there was this one video of, and of course it doesn't get a lot of, it isn't getting shown a lot because of the propaganda in the media on every side, but there's this like protester girl, a white girl, and she's like talking to this black dude, and she's saying the black dude is actually white because she was saying the black dude wouldn't really be a black dude if he was a cop and he had money because only white people can have money. And it was like, what is it's like, Jesus Christ, is this the kind of person you want like advocating for you? This person is a fucking Looney Tune. And then the person was like, I don't believe that you have a black wife, so you need to show me a picture or something like that. And some of the cops came to show the picture that he had a black wife or whatever. And then she's like, no, you have COVID, stay away. And so then the cops like went away, and she's like, oh, see, you're afraid of me. You're afraid of me. And it's like, what is this? And it's like, dude, some of these protesters are fucking crazy themselves, dude. So no, I don't think America is safe right now. I'll say that. But do I think America is racist per se? No, it depends on the person. And it depends, the area. Some areas, like I said, there's that stereotype of like a, stereotypical hillbilly is more racist or some bullshit. But I do think the volatile situation in America is not safe right now. Like I said, I don't trust the cops. I don't trust the fucking protesters. I know I have a friend on Facebook. He has a family business, and some of the protesters just came in. It wasn't like all these protesters were just burning down some big corporation like Sephora or some bullshit. These protesters just came in. They burned down his family business. You think all these protesters aren't good either, dude? So like there's that one, excuse me, there was that one video where they were trying to spin it that the cops were running over people, and they just showed this cop car bumping into somebody. But then if you watch the full video, you see it's this fucking retard kid. He's been running in front of the cop cars for the past 5 minutes trying to get hit. And it's like, dude, so there's propaganda on both sides. There's cops legitimately doing fucked up stuff, but there's protesters doing legitimately fucked up stuff too, you know? So, like I said, what was that one thing, dude? Fuck, dude, people are trying to say that I'm racist because I like black people and I like big lips. And they're like, you don't like black people, you're just fetishizing them. And I'm like, you're mad because I like big lips and I have like black girlfriends? Like, what? But that's the fucking, you know, people are so fucking crazy right now. And you know, the funniest thing, well, and like I said, I actually lost like 100 people from this. How fucking retarded are these people are? I lost like 100 people from this because these fucking idiots were trying to say that I'm racist because I like black girls because I like big lips. And you want to know what I was doing? Like, was like this was happening, dude? I was actually on Snapchat with one of my black model girlfriends, and she was sending pictures of her big lips because she knows I like big lips. And we were joking how she's going to cause me to get in an accident if she keeps trying to distract me while I'm driving, right? So, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, I'm racist? Like, what? Just like recently, I was joking. We had two of my black friends and one Asian friend, right? We were joking, and we were joking about how fake this is. Okay, how about this? Did you guys see that James Chen? Oh, let me read some of the comments before I get to this, because let me scroll up. I'm missing some comments. Wait. It was founded on legs of slavery. America's just hostile in general, regardless of racism. It's bad to walk on the streets now. I live in the hood, so we got the stick. I don't think this conflict is about race at all. That's just more opportunities to show racism here because there are more different communities interacting with each other. It's institutionalized racism, the job market, the housing market. They're inherently racist, but the people we meet day to day, there's a high chance they're not racist at all. Oh man, like I said, actually, it's funny too. You know, speaking of racism, you know, there's the Russia and American dynamic. You know, I have like a lot of foreign friends. I still talk to some Russian people. Okay, you know how there's you know how there's a stereotype in America, I think, that we all know about Russian girls being super fucking hot. You know what I mean? That super, super fucking hot Russian girl. There's a stereotype like that. We have that idea of mail order Russian brides, right? But you know that some people in Russia, when I talk to them, there is so much propaganda in the Russian media that some of these Russian girls that I talk to have told me they're afraid to come to America because they think all Americans hate Russian girls. How fucking ridiculous is that, right? And it's like, dude, if anything, generally speaking, I think the stereotype is that Russian girls are super hot in America. I don't think there's a big stereotype that America hates Russians, right? You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to get back to reading some of this bullshit. Bro, it's just election season. How come I can see it from Eastern Europe and America can't? It's all about the elections. Can you hook the Pikachu up with a belly rub? Yeah, if you like a race that isn't a white person, you can say you're fat. It's like, dude, I just like fucking big lips. It's one of the only things that I've ever had a bias towards in my life. But I guess that makes me a racist. When some of my longest friend from the fighting game community is a black dude. I am not friends with, there's almost no white dudes in the community that I'm friends with. Go figure, right? Anyway, where are we? Yo, real talk about slavery. It wasn't just black who were slaves. White people too suffered. There are actually white slaves that had dark-skinned masters. Came for the Pikachu, stayed for the plot. Dude, I can't even swear on stream. That's how bad it is. Yeah, Russian girls have the most positive stereotype. Can't believe Slavic girls. Russian girls are probably, Pikachu does. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's just a boy. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Okay, so did anyone see that James Chen stream recently where they had like, you know, transgender rights stuff on it, all this kind of social justice crap? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Before I get into the story, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Did you guys see that bullshit? I'll give you guys a second to respond before I get into this thing, and I'll tell you what I was laughing about. So again, did anyone see this recent James Chen social justice warrior, whatever the fuck they were talking about? He had some stream. I only saw a little bit of it because it was just so fucking stupid, really, basically. But oh man, my body is fucking killing me, dude. Do not ever get sick, you guys. You have no idea how bad it sucks to be sick. Dude. Ugh. Anyway, where are we? So no one knows what I'm talking about? No one knows what I'm talking about? I think it's the one with Cuddlecore. I don't watch anything with James, but I am aware. Man, it's kind of cringe. I don't know. I usually try to stay away from James Chen, Ultra David, kind of dudes or tools. So anyway, basically, what I was laughing about is, so, you know, the James Chen thing about, and the thing, I've met James Chen before. I never had a problem with it. But, you know, the James Chen trying to say that he didn't know the black word. The James Chen saying that he didn't know the N-word was bad was ridiculous, right? How James Chen is older than me. How does James Chen not know that the N-word is bad, right? That's fucking ridiculous, right? That's stupid. James Chen is older than me. He knows the N-word is bad. Or maybe he doesn't. I can't speak for him, right? Maybe he literally didn't know. Maybe he literally didn't know, right? That was fucking retarded, right? But anyway, the point being, he said he didn't know the N-word was bad and it was a different time. That's why he said it, right? So what we're laughing about is then there's this recent James Chen, Ultra David, whatever the fuck they're having, where they're having transgender people on, black people on, whatever, right? And it was so fake. I literally started crying and laughing. And while we were talking about it, dude, I was talking with my two black friends and an Asian dude, okay? So everyone was like, Clayton's racist because he likes big lips. You know, fucking ridiculous, right? So anyway, I was joking about it with my two black friends and an Asian dude. We were joking about it. And it was so ridiculous. So one, I don't want to say anything bad. I'm going to be honest. The transgender person that was on that stream, I do not know if it was a boy or a girl. I don't know. When I looked at it, I was like, I don't know what the transition is. I don't know. I couldn't tell. This isn't anything against this person, but I couldn't fucking tell. This isn't Clayton doesn't like gay people, because remember, my middle brother is a gay furry, okay? You know what I mean? My middle brother is gay and a furry, okay? This isn't anything like that. I'm friends with one of the most famous transgender people on the internet, and I've told the story before. I've thought about her sucking me off. I can't tell with her face. She has a fucking amazing face. I am not against transgender people, dude. But I saw that stream, dude. I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. And I saw one of the comments was like, thank you for being so brave. You know what I mean? I was like, what? I was like, I have never seen such bravery. Black and transgender. I have never seen something so brave in my life. And I was with my two black friends and an Asian friend, and I started crying. I was like, James Chen just said he didn't know that the N-word was bad. James Chen just said he didn't know the N-word was bad. And now there is this stream where I don't even know if it's a boy or a fucking girl. I couldn't fucking tell. And I saw that comment that I've never seen such bravery in my life. And I was like, what? And I started crying. I was like, this is insane. He just said he didn't even know the N-word was bad. You didn't know that the N-word was bad, and now this is the most brave stream you've ever seen? So I started crying when I saw that comment, but I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say any more than that. I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. I didn't know. And again, this isn't anything against transgender people. I would like to have that one transgender girl on my stream eventually because she's hot as fuck, actually. I can't tell because of her face. But she doesn't like that people post her pictures all over the place, actually. So I don't think she's going to do it. But anyway, like I said, here, and I told you, here's a funny story too, because, my middle brother's gay. The last time, or not the last time, one of the last times that I saw my middle brother, he came up to me because, again, I don't talk to my family a lot, right? I think people know that we are not a super close family, okay? So one of the last times I saw my middle brother came up to me and he's like, hey, Clayton, do you still play video games? And I'm like, sometimes, right? And he's like, have you ever heard of a guy named Sonic Fox? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he actually was commenting on one of my pornos recently. And I was like, huh, small world, I guess, right? I was like, yes, I have heard of him before. Anyway, I guess he said he looked him up after he commented on his porno and he found out that he's like some guy that's good at video games. So there's a funny story. I don't know if my brother was lying to me when he told me that, but anyway, I thought that was kind of a funny story when he told me. Can we get sick with the thick? I know the thumbnail for a comment of a white guy. I saw the thumbnail for it and how I saw the thumbnail for it in a comment of how a white guy shouldn't be asking black girls about their experience of being black. What? I think I missed something, right? I'm gonna be honest with the whole corona thing. It spreads like wildfire because I had it. Then my parents got it. My dad is on a ventilator. Safety is an illusion. So what happened with you and the coronavirus? Did you go on a ventilator too, or? Where are we? Last of Us 2, Professor Woke will be insert South Park Chris Ginner. The word brave has been written. Is this the Amanda Transpers? That was Spanish. So I said, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl. I can't tell. The bravery levers are off the charts. A true patriot. What do they get from attention? Wow, that's shocking. Sean Fox is a fan of Clayton's middle brother. Apparently, from what I heard, I don't know if my brother was just fucking with me to say that or some bullshit, but I remember he's like, yeah, do you still play video games ever? And I'm like, sometimes, I guess. He's like, have you ever heard of that Sonic Fox guy? And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, he was commenting on one of my pornos recently. And I was like, really? I was like, that's pretty fucking okay. We need a transgender POC in fighters. What is POC? What does POC mean? I don't know what POC means. I'm 100% of all American meat, dude. I'm 100% all American meat, dude. Corona took that down to 45%. How long did it last for you? Bridget is my favorite trans character. Love the Bonnie Ayumi video. Oh, thanks, dude. Person of color. Oh, person of color. Oh, okay. Person of color. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. It lasted for 3 days, but I had to stay in quarantine for 2 weeks. Yeah, I know my doctors have been saying not to come to the hospital, so they just do all my appointments generally over the phone now. I mean, the whole thing is fucked up. I've been needing some new glasses, but they don't even want me to come to get my eyes checked because they're like, Clayton, you're too sick. You got to be really careful. You know what I mean? Because if you get sick, it's really dangerous if I get sick, so I got to be careful. But I'm always sick all the fucking time. It's fucking terrible, but that's life. You know what I mean? Just got to keep trying to keep myself healthy before I eventually die, I guess, right? That's life. Oh, I'm used to it. What's up, Clayton? Kind of late. What's up, dude? You missed this, man. Well, you missed the good part when we were laughing, right? But Clayton, have you seen any anti-vaccine people? Have I seen any anti-vaccine people? Uh, have I seen them? I think some people are anti-vaccine, so I'm sure I've seen them, right? So I suppose yes, I have seen anti-vaccine people. Now I'll tell you what, I sure as fuck am not gonna be the guinea pig for the fucking coronavirus vaccine. I sure as fuck am not gonna be that. I sure as fuck you are not gonna see me being the first one to get the corona vaccine. I don't fucking trust that shit. No fucking way, dude. Fuck that shit. Yeah, so get the virus, build immune. I mean, like I said, my body heals really bad. So when I get sick for a long time. It sucks, right? I mean, I do have to be careful about getting sick, but that's why I try to keep myself so healthy. You know what I mean? I've already been in the hospital. I knew what it was going to like. Well, been in the hospital a ton of times, right? You know what I mean? But I know what it's like to, my doctors telling me I might have to write my will, all that kind of stuff. So, that's why I try to keep myself as healthy as I can. What's up, dude? Praying for your health, man. Thanks, dude. Sonic Fox is gay. To my knowledge, he is gay, yes. Clayton, have you ever played the Street Fighter EX series? Yes, I've played the first one. I actually never played the second or the third, actually, I don't think. But I played the first one. Played, quotation marks. I've played it before, I guess you could say. Not something like I played regularly at all. Like I said, when Street Fighter EX came out, man, video games were fucking dead in the arcade. Like, dude, man, dude, people don't remember Street Fighter Alpha 2, dude, really fucking was killing Street Fighter, dude. Like when Street Fighter Alpha 2 came out, man, arcades were dead. Street Fighter 3 did not help anything. you couldn't pay people to play Street Fighter 3, dude. It was very, very fucking unpopular. Um, Street Fighter EX got a little bit more play than Street Fighter 3 when it came out to arcade. But I mean a very, very minuscule amount. Like they were not popular games. How many people slide into your DMs asking for feet pics? I don't think I've gotten too many feet pictures, but of course I get DMs for other things. You know, I'm not as social as I used to be. And but I mean, when my pictures were really being stolen on the internet a lot, I had thousands and thousands of messages about stuff. Like I could check how many messages do I have on this one site right now? Let me check. I have on this site right now 854 messages. So not that much, right? But there was time when I had like thousands and thousands. You know what I mean? When my pictures were really being stolen a lot, I was getting just tons and tons and tons of messages. Favorite Guilty Gear girl? Man, you know, it actually might be. Are you talking about who I would jack off to? Are you talking about who I would jack off to? I guess probably Ramathal would be number one. Then maybe Milia. I think. Oh, bike and oh yeah. Ramathal number one. Milia maybe biking. I don't like May. I think I would do Dizzy before I would do May. I probably would do Dizzy before I would do May. Is there another girl character? Am I missing it? Am I missing it? Oh, Eno. Yeah. Okay. Eno. Yeah. Okay. So I guess it'd probably be Ramathel number one, then maybe a tie. You know. Oh yeah, Jam too. Fuck, man, I'm being exposed. How sad? You know, that just shows you how much video games I play. That I forgot all about Jam and Eno. I really do not play a lot of video games. There you go. That's proof. People are like, you play video games, Clayton. We know you play video games, blah, blah. I mean, that just goes to show you. I forgot. Okay, so Jam. Yeah, you know what? I feel like a lot of Guilty Gear characters are just decent. I feel like top tier, you know, man, geez, you know, I still am going to say probably Ramathel is probably the one I would jack off to the most if I wanted to. Then maybe it's just kind of a mix, right? I would say, I don't think you can count Justice, right? But I guess May would be the low tier, and the other characters probably all have a little bit of their own kind of good stuff, I guess. Yeah. Oh, Elfelt too. Elfelt is probably just better than May. I think May is low tier. May is low tier probably. Like I know May is kind of like, you know, the young lolly character, whatever. And I'm not necessarily against that, but that's not for free. You got to do some work. You got to do some work. Just because you're an anime character doesn't mean it's for free. You still got to look good, right? It's not for fucking free. So I think May's probably the worst. I don't dig May too much, right? Where are we? LML, they'll hit you with the think it'll work before they poke you. As far as the herbs, oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. Talking about the virus or the whatever. Yeah. The vaccine. Where are we? As far as the herbs in your diet, what do you take? I posted the herbs I take. I take like maca sometimes, and I've tried stuff like horny goat weed and tribulus and that kind of stuff before, but I have tried yohimbine, whatever before. But you know, a lot of this shit just costs so much money. So it's like you're hoping for just a minuscule few percent difference. You know what I mean? So it's like pretty expensive, right? So I don't take a lot because I just don't have the money. Yo, I just noticed my mom has the same Pikachu. Serious talk. Vidal, 18 or 21? 21, I guess. 21 is the bubblegum Majin Buu girl, right? Like I said, I don't think Dragon Ball Z characters are very aesthetically pleasing, actually. Have you ever checked out Power Rangers for the Grid or Skullgirls? Nope. Nope. Did you miss? No, I hope they buff Ino's design. I'm fine with Ino's design. Ino's design is fine to me. I'm not against her design. What is your favorite waifu and why is it Speedwagon? I don't even know who that is. Speedwagon. What girl is Speedwagon? I actually don't even know what that means. Who is Speedwagon? Speedwagon. The only thing I can think of Speedwagon is what, like Ario Speedwagon, like the band? So yeah, I don't know what character is Speedwagon. Yeah, I'm not super horny about May. May is not a character that I super care about. Yes, I said I think Smash Brothers is fine. I'm fine with Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is fine. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Dragon Ball Z characters. JoJo character. Oh, okay. I'm not super well versed on JoJo stuff. I gotta look it up. Speedwagon JoJo character. Speedwagon. This isn't a girl. This is a boy. I think. Right? This isn't some crazy flipping the script out and think it's actually a girl or some bullshit, is it? Oh man, did you hear those cracks on my back right there, dude? That was big as fuck. All right, dudes. Anything else? Let's finish up this stream here pretty soon. For Strive, all they have to do is add bike, and with an upgrade design, and it's perfect for me. Oh yeah, Jacko was a character. Yeah, not super horny about Jacko. I don't really. Yeah. Oh boy, anything else, dudes? Probably gonna go lay down, take a bath. My body is not feeling very good. I need to rest my dad bod. But I did cry. You guys can hear me cry on stream. When was I crying at? What was the timestamp for me crying? You guys can go back, listen to me cry again. It was a funny day. Jacko has no yams, even though her animation suggests otherwise. Nah, man, safe, stay, and stay cool. Milky, Milky, my beautiful gay angel. Yeah, that made me laugh, dude. That did make me laugh. I was not. I don't know if that one was. I don't know if that one was real. That one was funny. You know what though? It just goes to show you. You don't know, dude. You don't know. You don't know. Some dude might be. Some dude might be into some weird shit. You don't know, dude. That's why I'm. You know what? I'm gonna be honest to a fault. That's my personality. I'm an honest to a fault kind of dude. You know what I mean? So some dudes, you don't know what they're hiding. They might be. Some dudes are hiding some weird ass shit. I'm just gonna be the dude that is honest to a fault, I guess, right? You know what I mean? So no one has to worry about me, milky, milky mommy. Not really my thing. Don't worry about it. But oh well, right? Do 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 do. Oh, did everything on my fucking computer just freeze again? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? God fucking damn it. Did everything fucking freeze? Where are we? Okay, there we go. Where are we? Have a good one, bro. Clayton, tell some more high school stories. Legit. Yeah, the high school reunion one. Well, you got to remember, I was kicked out of school, so there's not a lot of stories to tell them because I got kicked out of school really early, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about Fanny and Alba. I forgot about them too, right? Yeah. Yeah, so it depends. School stories, man, I could tell really stories from when I was working before I got too sick to work, that kind of stuff, you know. I definitely have a lot of, okay, I can tell that story before I go. I think I told this story before. I know a girl that was in Playboy. So I'll tell this story before I go. I know a girl that was in Playboy, right? You motherfuckers better donate to the super chat. I'll show you. I have my, I've failed many times, right? And this is actually a good, story about why you should fuck girls when you get the chance, right? This is the story, if you guys remember, about Church Boy. Does anyone remember the story about Church Boy? So there was this girl that was super hot that I used to work with, right? And she ended up being in Playboy even, right? And actually, go figure, she was a red bone. I don't think red bone is racist, but half black, half white. Man, she was fucking hot back in the day. Big lips, and I love big lips, right? So I'm all about it. So anyway, at this time, it was after I got kicked out of school and I was getting that job as a model. So I started to become popular, right? You know what I mean? And, girls started liking me, right? Which was crazy, right? Because my life wasn't like that before, right? So I remember, man, one time I was at work and you know how crazy how popular I was at one point? I actually literally had singing telegrams for girls. I had a group of 3 girls one time come up to me and sang me a song about how beautiful I was. Not joking, dude. That's how popular I was at this point in my life. A group of 3 girls came up to me and sang me a fucking song about how beautiful they thought I was. No fucking joke, dude. Crazy, right? Anyway. So I was still shy though, you know what I mean? Because I had grown up my whole life super unpopular, basically, right? So all these girls that supposedly thought I was so ugly before all of a sudden liked me. Anyway. So there was this one suit, and I usually just stayed to myself because I worked at Kroger. And you know how you can push carts at like a grocery store? So I always just kind of wanted to like stay to myself, right? So they were like, Clayton, do you want to like bag groceries or do you want to work in the bottle room, or do you want to push carts? Now, most kids wanted to just push carts, or most people wanted to work in the bottle room, right? Because a lot of the kids would get drunk in the bottle room or do fucked up stuff, right? They didn't want to be bagging all day. But no one wanted to do carts either. But carts was awesome, right? Because if you just did carts, you know what I mean? I could work really fast, right? You know what I mean? So I would work carts. I would push the carts all real fast, and I would like fix the entire lot, right? So then I got like multiple breaks throughout the day because no one wanted to do the carts anyway. So they're like, Clayton, just stay outside and do carts all day. Who cares? So maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe that's why I got skin cancer, right? Who knows? Because I was outside all day. But anyway, point being, so I would just finish pushing the carts, and then I would just get to sit outside for like 15 minutes, you know, every hour, waiting for like everything to get filled back up. So I would get tons of breaks throughout the day anyway, right? So it was actually really easy. And I got to stay to myself too. And I've told you guys this before. People don't believe this. When I was winning all those tournaments, I didn't play a lot of video games. I just would play video games in my head. So that's one of the things I would do too. So I'd be able to just like think about video games while I'm pushing carts, doing whatever. That's one of the reasons I've never had to play a lot of video games, because I could just play a video game in my head and tell what was going to work, right? So anyway, one day, there's a super hot girl that started working at Kroger, right? Like I said, half black, half white, perfect fucking lips, super hot. But I had never talked to her, right? Of course I wanted to, but I was still a shy boy. Anyway, so I'm sitting out doing carts, right? And then I see her. She starts to come to me. She's like walking down, and she's like, hey, are you Clayton? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And she's like, you know, you're the only guy at work that hasn't talked to me yet. And I'm like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like looking away, trying to be cool, just doing whatever. And she's like, yeah, you know, I just thought it was really weird because every other guy keeps talking about my DSL, but you've never talked to me. And I'm like, everyone's talking about your DSL. I'm like, what do you mean everyone's talking about your DSL? So I'm a kid and I'm an idiot. And I'm like, your DSL? And I'm like, your dish satellite network? What the fuck is a DSL? And she's like, no, Clayton, my dick sucking lips. And she came up real fucking close to me. And this girl was so fucking hot. And I'm like, oh, yeah, those, yeah, I've noticed. You know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, so, you know, if you ever want to like talk to me sometimes, we can talk, you know? And I'm like, yeah, right? You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, shit, fuck me. This girl's hot as fuck, right? So anyway, we start, you know, innocently flirting a little bit, right? As much as I can innocently flirt as being a stupid kid, right? Now, I couldn't drive at the time because I couldn't drive, right? You know what I mean? I couldn't drive at the time because I couldn't drive. That's why I couldn't drive. So anyway, but me and her are trying to like hang out all the time, right? So we'd go on breaks, whatever like that. And there used to always be this like church boy. Church boy didn't like me, right? Church boy was always like, Clayton, I don't know why girls like you. He's like, Clayton, how many friends do you even have on Instant Messenger? And I'm like, I don't know, church boy. And he's like, you know, Clayton, I have so many friends on Instant Messenger, I got to delete friends to make more room for them. Do you ever have to do that, Clayton? And I'm like, no. And he's like, yeah, that's why I'm wondering. So why do girls like you? I have so many friends on Instant Messenger, but you don't even have that many. And I'm like, cool story, church boy. Cool church boy. That's cool, dude. And then anyway, and so me and like this girl are like trying to like hang out, right? And one day we go on break and she's like, you know, Clayton, have you ever kissed anybody before? And I'm like, holy shit, no, fuck no, I haven't. And she's like, you know, Clayton, kissing is actually really fun. We should try it. And I'm like, sweet, right? So we go on break, right? You know what I mean? All of a sudden, church boy follows us. And he's like, hey, I heard you guys were going on break, so I thought you'd want to hang out with me too. And we were like, what the fuck? No, we don't want to fucking hang out with you, church boy. He's like, why not? And eventually this kept happening, break after break after break after break, right? And she's like, you know, Clayton, I just wish you could drive so you could drive me somewhere and we could do something. And it's like, well, I can't fucking drive. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't drive. I'm a child. I can't drive. I'm gonna, you know, I'm old enough that I'm jacking off, but I can't drive, right? Anyway. So long story short, every time we try to do something, we never get to do something because of church boy. Church boy keeps fucking with us, right? And eventually she starts to like give up on me. Oh my God. Oh, I could tell even one cringy story. One cringy story. I want her to know that I still liked her, right? So I even bought her a present, dude. Or I bought her a present. So I just bought her some bullshit necklace, right? It was probably like $10 or some bullshit. So for her birthday, I bought her a necklace. And she was always flaunting it. She's like, ooh, right? And she's always like, Clayton, I just want you to tell you that I wear your necklace every day in school so everyone knows that you gave it to me. And I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could drive now too, right? Jesus Christ, I wish I could drive so we could do something. But eventually she kind of gave up on me because we could never do anything because this church boy would fucking follow us everywhere. Anyway, so she ended up quitting. So you know what I mean? We were like innocent and we would still email each other on whatever fucking bullshit email we were using at the time. But of course it was like, lost love. My first kiss is gone because of this fucking church boy, right? Anyway, so the summer is ending, right? Because she had left work for the summer. This was like my movie moment. I fucked up, right? So I'm pushing carts, you know what I mean? Thinking about video games, thinking how I'm never going to get my fucking small dick sucked. You know what I mean? Like, this sucks. I'm never going to get my dick sucked. I'm never going to get my dick sucked. I can't drive. I'm never going to get this dick sucked. Fuck. I'm just pushing my carts. Well, at least Shoryuken. Just talking about stupid shit to myself when I push these goddamn carts, thinking about my lost time with this girl on her big lips. Anyway, no joke. The sun is shedding. The sun is shedding. The sun is setting. It's like red, and it's like a really crimson aura to the day, right? I look out of my eye while the sun is setting. I see this girl, and she is walking through the sunlight, and she's like, Clayton, I just want to tell you I work at Kroger again. And I think we should do something. And I'm like, holy shit. I was not expecting it, right? So she comes, she like grabs my hand. We run back to the back of Kroger, to the store, right? Where you punch out, right? And we literally, like two idiots, just stare at each other for 15 minutes and we did nothing, right? And I remember looking at the corner of our eyes, like people were like looking outside, like people were like peeking in through the break room. They're like, dude, is Clayton going to finally kiss her? What's going on? And we just looked at each other for 15 minutes and did nothing. And I remember like at some point, like people even came out of the break room and they just like walked past us and did nothing. And she's like, well, Clayton, I actually do have to work today. And she just turned around and she pressed the punch. She's like, boop, 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 boop. And she walked away. And everyone at the break room looked at me and like, dude, are you gay? And I'm like, and that's the end of that story. So what happened after that? Years later, I saw her in Playboy. So she was actually in Playboy. And then coincidentally enough, she actually moved pretty close to me, right? So, but she has like kids now and everything, and it's kind of weird because she's had multiple kids now, and I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck about trying to have sex with this girl now, right? She has kids, she's married and everything. And it's kind of funny because I found out that she lives next to me, so she's on my Snapchat, Facebook, all that kind of bullshit, whatever. But, and I had said before, oh, hey, we live close. Why don't we both catch up? We haven't seen each other in 10 years, whatever. You know what I mean? And I was just like, well, and so we had talked about maybe hanging out again, but she's like, oh, Clayton, my husband would never let me hang out with a guy like you. And it's like, what do I even say to that? Because it's like, well, dude, you've had 3 kids. I don't think your husband needs to worry. I don't care about trying to have sex with you. You've had multiple kids, right? You know what I mean? It's like, dude, really? I legitimately thought we could just hang out because we haven't seen each other in 10 years. Like, you've had 3 kids. I don't really care anymore, right? You know what I mean? But I didn't tell her that because I know that'd be kind of rude. But that's the end of that story, right? So anyway, yeah, so that kind of sucked. But man, she was really hot back in the day. I busted nuts to that girl. I busted many nuts thinking about fucking that girl. Yeah. Those are those 15-minute stare babies. Yeah, it was cringy. Man, that sucks, right? She was hot back then too. Sad, dude. Yeah, fuck Church Boy. Church Boy fucked me over, dude. He sure fucking did. Goddamn, fuck Church Boy. Church Boy was one of those guys too that he was one of those guys that he ended up having a mental breakdown from what I heard. So he was always super like, oh, I'm going to church after work. I'm going to church for summer school or some summer church getaway. And apparently he had a breakdown, and he was the next time he came into work, he had like a collar on and everything, and he had like black eyeliner, and he became super emo, and he like popped some people's like tires at work and everything like that. So he was one of those kids. You know what I mean? He had like a mental fucking breakdown, and he became like a goth emo kid. A friend of mine once told me a story where he was trying to get with a girl, and he had to shit at her house, but the shit was so large and thick it wouldn't go down. So he literally chopped it down and pasted with his hands to make it go down. What? Anyway. What happened to Ayumi? Yeah, I've already told those stories. You guys will have to watch it again. But anyway, I wonder if there's any other funny work stories I could tell you. I know we had a story of I know, man, it's funny because I actually, like I said, I wasn't good at work. When I worked at like McDonald's, I sucked at McDonald's. I sucked. Like I was terrible at McDonald's. But when I worked at Kroger, I actually was like Kroger Employee of the Month multiple times, right? Because I'm just awesome, I guess, right? So, but Kroger was funny because, man, Kroger was so fucked up. Like the bosses would get mad. They're like, how are you? Like, dude, oh man. So my bosses didn't like me. They're like, how the fuck do you keep getting 100% on all your customer service? Like they used to always make me do every customer service class. You know what I mean? They used to always make me do every customer service class because the bosses didn't believe that I was actually getting 100%. Like you can be sure these bosses were mad because not only was I getting 100% on every fucking secret shopper thing, I was getting so many 100% things, they had to keep making me Kroger Employee of the Month, right? And the bosses were pissed, right? So they were like fat, you know, they were super fat dudes, right? And I was like super, at this time, I was super blonde hair, tanned, you know what I mean? I was super blonde hair, tanned, you know what I mean? I'm getting these modeling offers and everything like that. And the fat bosses hated me. So they would always be like, Clayton, you need to stop working. We need to talk about, you need to come to our meeting about customer service. And I remember even other people and like in the meetings would be like, dude, sir, Clayton is Kroger Employee of the Month. Why is he here? And they're like, yeah, he is, but you know, he's young. So I think we need to make sure there's some discipline in him. And like, there'd be like these old ladies, you know, the old cashiers, these grandmas and grandpas would be like there. It'd be a mix of all like the young, like drug kids. And they'd be like, why is Clayton here? Clayton keeps winning all these awards. And like, I remember this fat dude at one point, one of the bosses is like, well, you know what? You think Clayton is so good? Does Clayton walk to work? And they're like, sir, Clayton does walk to work. He can't drive. And he's like, you can't drive? And like one of the old ladies is like, I've given Clayton a drive back home before because he walks a mile to work every day. And the boss is like, he's like, you do? And he's like, well, do you ever walk to church? And I'm like, I don't go to church. And he's like, well, exactly. And everyone was like looking at this fat fuck like, what is wrong with this guy, dude? I remember, dude. So when you like are Kroger Employee of the Month, you didn't have to wear the regular Kroger shirt. You would actually be able to wear like button-up shirts and everything like that. And so I had like some muscles, right? You know, I've always had these pretty, you know, kind of like muscly looking forearms. So, you know, I'd be able to wear like a button up. And I remember at one point the boss actually came up to me and he's like, Clayton, you need to wear your regular Kroger outfit. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because you're a distraction. Your regular outfits are a distraction to customers. And I remember like people would just like look at this fat fuck like, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, dude, I'm Kroger Employee of the Month right now, right, dude? So at some point we actually they hired in a girl. They hired in this girl that because Kroger back in the day, I don't know how it back in the day when you worked at Kroger, every few months you worked there, you would get like a 60-cent raise. Like I'm sure it doesn't happen now. But man, when I was a kid, I think I was already up to like 12, almost $13 an hour, right? $12, $13 an hour as a kid, right? Because I had just worked there and I was actually high up. You know what I mean? From like getting all these awards, and they'd have to like put me a little bit higher or some shit like that, right? So anyway, but you're supposed to start off at like, $10 is the maximum, right? So they let in this one girl who was also a model. They let in this other model girl, and she had a kid, right? And the bosses wanted to fuck this girl, right? So, and actually they did. So what happened is the bosses hired in this girl for $13, right? They hired her in for more money than me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And, but the idea was that the bosses wanted to fuck her. So anyway, what happened was, yeah, I think I got paid weekly or bi-weekly back then. It was so long ago, right? But anyway, so at one point, they even caught like one of the bosses was having sex with this girl in the trailer park or some bullshit. Like, because I guess one of the girls worked at a trailer park, and then she saw the boss fucking the girl in her car at the trailer park. You know what I mean? And they're like, we knew it. We're like, that's why they gave her so much money. You know what I mean? So, and then they also found them having like sex in the back. And at some point, so I was actually in the back, and people were talking about how like how the workers are having sex with each other. And they're like, yeah. And then all I know is I came out, dude, right? And one of the bosses came to me because Kroger is a union. So the union worker came up to me and they're like, Clayton, we need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay. And they brought me back and they're like, Clayton, we need to like talk about your sexual harassment at work. And I'm like, my sexual harassment at work? What are you talking about? And they're like, well, we heard from a customer. They heard you talking about sex. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, a customer said they heard you talking about sex. And I'm like, when? And I'm like, I was just in the back. And they're like, well, we think that it was you. We can't tell that it was you. So we're going to have to give you this warning. And I refused to sign it. And I'm like, and they're like, so do you accept to sign this? And I was like, no, I don't fucking accept to sign this. I didn't say it. You motherfuckers were just having sex in the back. And they're like, well, we can't make you sign it, but we're going to say you said it. And I'm like, well, fuck you, bitch. I didn't say it. So I just left, right? And so then I'm like, and I went to, and then I'm like, you know what, actually? So what I did is like, I'm going to put in my 2 weeks. So at this time is when I had a job as a model. And I also started making money playing video games, right? So I was like, I don't need Kroger. I don't need Kroger, dude, right? I have a job as a model. Girls like me. I'm making money playing video games just randomly for fun. I don't need Kroger. So what happened is I put in my 2 weeks. I'm like, well, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I refuse to sign this bullshit. So anyway, I come back 2 weeks later. And of course, because I'm winning all these Kroger awards, right, for customer service, I had never even taken any of my paid vacations. So Kroger, you got paid vacations, right? So I come in 2 weeks later, I quit. And then I'm like, okay, so I want all my paid vacations and I want all my money, right? And the fucking boss, I'm not even joking. She said like, oh, I don't remember you putting in your 2 weeks. So we said we fired you. So because we said we fired you and we don't remember you putting in your 2 weeks, we don't owe you any of your vacation pay whatsoever. And I was like, you were there, you fucking ham beast, you fucking fat motherfucker. You were there. And she was like, was I? I don't remember. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I handed in my 2 weeks. And then she's like, I don't remember. And since I don't remember, I'm just going to say I fired you so I don't have to pay you your last 2 weeks, all your vacation pay. And I was like, wow, what a fucking bullshit. You fucking ham beast. Fuck you, bitch. And I can tell you, I've actually later on, I don't know what happened to them, but I actually did see one of these one of those, the bosses was actually in the hospital once with me. And I always kind of thought he was like actually right in the hospital with me. And I'm like, I wonder what's happening to that motherfucker, right? But anyway, joke was on me, of course, because then I ended up getting sick and boom, it's like you could die. All my hair was coming out, lost the modeling job. The video game community started saying that I faked being sick. So my life went to hell. But yeah, that's that story, right? I know there was a man, and it was funny too because they really wanted me to be a bad guy, but they had actually lost money. So there's actually some funny story. Like I remember one guy moved from Texas to where we lived, right? And I remember his first week on the job, he had taken what is it called? It's like you're in the back. It's like a tow truck thing. It's like what's it called? It's like a tow truck thing, and you like lift crates up and everything like that. So there's this one dude, this stoner dude was working there, and he was trying to fiddle with this tow truck thing, and he rolled over his leg and he broke his leg. And the boss was like, "Oh my god!" And the boss, yeah, forklift. And so the bosses had to give him disability, and the bosses were pissed because he had only worked there for a week. And then the bosses like, fuck, they got like a disability thing on them, and something the guy didn't have to work for years, and he got disability settlement from Kroger. So they were pissed about that shit. What are some other funny stories? They eventually opened up a, a guy got shot in the butt. Oh yeah, dude got shot in the butt. Oh yeah, because I'm not far from Detroit. So one dude got shot in the butt, and he was like a slow dude, right? So it was actually on the news. Actually, it was actually on the news too. That's kind of weird. It's on the news, right? So like grocery stores have like a lot of slow dudes, right? So I was talking to one of the slow dudes, right? And he's like, "Hey Clayton, I was on the news yesterday." And I'm like, "Why are you on the news, dude?" He's like, "I got shot in the butt." And I'm like, "What do you mean you got shot in the butt?" And I was like, "I was just walking down the street and got shot me in the butt." And he took down his pants and he got shot in the butt. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, he like walked away, dude. And he only had like half his teeth. So that was kind of a funny story. There's also this one dude. Oh, okay, he's never gonna watch this, so I'm gonna say his name. His name was Brian. I'm gonna say his name is Brian because I'm not even friends with this dude on Facebook. I don't know this dude's last name, right? So this dude was he was friends with this kind of like crazy, bipolar girl at work too, right? And he actually had sex with one of the hot girls at work, man. Ooh, he had sex with this one hot girl at work, actually, but he was friends with or he was going out with this like bipolar girl at work too, right? So we had this like 7-Eleven that opened up by our house, and man, kids were going crazy about the 7-Eleven because we didn't have a 7-Eleven in our town at that time, right? So everyone was like, he was always like walking around like Slurpee. He was like one of those kind of dudes. He's like, "Slurpee, dude." And I'm like, "What's up, dude?" He's like, "Slurpee, dude, 7-Eleven, man, Slurpee every day, dude." And I'm like, "That's pretty cool, dude." He's like, "Slurpee, dude." And he used to like, on his break, he was like such kind of like, I don't want to say he was a loser, but he used to go to 7-Eleven and he used to like get out of his car and he would just drive around the parking lot for everyone to show off. And he'd like hold out his Slurpee out the window while we were on break. He's like, "Slurpee, dude, I can drive." You know what I mean? Because he's one of the only dudes that could drive, right? He's like, "Slurpee, dude." And then one day he got out of his car, I guess, and he like brought us some Slurpees or some shit. And then his bipolar girlfriend had like a manic breakdown and she ran into his car and she just drove away. And we have no idea what happened to her, right? So anyway, and he's like, "Oh, fuck." He's like, "Dude, I think my girlfriend just stole my car, dude." And he's like, "Really?" He's like, "Can she drive?" And he's like, "I don't know." And she just kind of like drove away. And I don't remember how that story ended, but I think she got fired because they found out that she was kind of like bipolar and crazy. You know what I mean? So that was a story. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have any other funny, but Kroger was pretty fun. I had that. So that story. Okay, I've told this story of this one guy. I've told the story of that one drug friend that I had. He was very druggy ever since I've been young. Man, I'm telling you guys a lot of stories. You guys better fucking appreciate these stories with a super chat, you motherfucker. Anyway, but I really gotta go take this bath and lay down. My body's hurting. So I had that one druggy friend I remember that used to work with us, and or that I knew. And I remember one time he tried to work at Kroger with us, and it was kind of funny. They found him on camera. So he used to always wanted to work in the bottle room because the bottle room you get all the beer, and a lot of other kids did this too, right? And so what kids would do is they would drink in the bottle room, right? Because then if a boss was coming, they would just then break the bottles and say that it was just the bottles were broken, right? So they didn't get caught drinking. But one time this dude got so fucked up, he like left the bottle room and he was on camera. He went and picked up beer from the freezer on camera. He walked to the bottle room and they just caught him like getting drunk and he was like passed out. And so he got fired pretty quickly for that. Because I remember one of the guys was like, he's like, Clayton, and he's like, can you tell me about your friend? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, yeah, we just caught him drinking in the back. And I'm like, oh, did you? And he's like, yeah. And they're like looking at me like it was my fault. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do about it? And it's like, you know what these fuckers are doing. And it's like, I don't drink, so that's why I don't go. I'm not in the bottle room. I'm doing carts. So anyway, that's kind of another weird story. I don't know if people still do that in the bottle room. That was many, many years ago, but that's what kids used to do in my day. You know, you'd always have one of those drunk, druggy friends. They would want to go work in the bottle room because then if a boss came, they could just say they would break something so they wouldn't get in trouble, you know? Oh, well, dudes, that's about it. $1.99 for the stores. I appreciate it, dude. I'm going to bust out of here, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. I'm going to go lay down, dude. My body fucking hurts. Any other donations? I'll take some donations if you guys want. I do appreciate the donation, Jay Nort. Where's the timestamp of Clayton crying? I don't remember. It was going on for like 10 minutes, though. For 10 minutes, I think I was crying on stream. That was funny. Anyway, remember, like the videos. If you can share the videos, if you comment on the videos, that all helps the algorithm. You know what I mean? Help me expose these dudes that go make up all these lies, that kind of thing. Snapchat, or not Snapchat, PayPal, Patreon, whatever kind of thing. Am I okay? Oh, just my body hurts just being sick. Like I said, I've been having a lot of trouble. I'm having trouble using my hands again. My body's just hurting, dude. So that's how it is. Anyway, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Later, dudes.